Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Once again we are doing an Ocelote game because we still can't use LOL replay. And yeah, it's starting to suck big balls. And yeah, it's been several days now, so I'm filling the time by doing Bloons Tower Defense 5 and well, some other games I guess. And streams, because streams can of course still be used for these kind of projects. So we are doing Ocelote playing Kassadin. He almost picked Evelyn, and I wanted to see that, man. Evelyn mid, that would have been cool. Haven't seen that in a while, and yeah, he last second switched to literally last second. Well, no, after the last second, it actually went down to like 2, 1, 0. Then he waited another second, and then he switched. And that was really sucky because I wanted to see Evelyn. Anyway, Kassadin is also good. Yeah, he wants to go. Well, he switched from Evelyn to Ari to Kassadin. So I guess he switched at around the 0 seconds to Ari and decided to go Kassadin anyway. But yeah, also the game before this got cancelled, and he was playing. He wanted to play Diana mid. Wanted to see that as well. But yeah, it's Kassadin. Kassadin's kind of a well, it's kind of the normal choice, and that's kind of yeah, not as fun. So anyway, going to use his Baron buff first because the sign here, the drawing is the same as for Baron buff. I don't know why they reused that. Also, don't know why they reused the Teemo ultimate in the Ashe W, I believe. No, actually that's the Hawkshot. So yeah, that's the same drawing there for the mushrooms of Teemo's ultimate, and the extra gold you get for Ashe's Hawkshot skill. Yeah, that's her E. Her W is her volley, of course. So yeah, it's kind of strange that most of the skills just have their own yeah, their own drawing, and it's like they forgot these drawings. I don't know why they would need that otherwise, but anyhow, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Kassadin going up against Ziggs here, and Ziggs immediately pushing this lane, and that is yeah, quite aggressive. But as you can see, it works out really well for him. Because, of course, Ziggs is a ranged champion, Kassadin is a melee champion, and Kassadin really cannot farm early game if you are this aggressive against him. And yeah, just look at the amount of damage he did there. Of course, if the jungler comes in, which is going to happen right now, we are going to see a whole different story. First blood goes to the top lane, where Gangplank actually picks off the I don't know who, doesn't matter. The top laner. I think it was Yorick. Yeah, it was Yorick. So yeah, that worked out really well for them, and yeah, the jungler coming in to put some pressure on Ziggs. Ziggs actually got damaged quite a lot there and has to back off a little bit. But the boots and potions are now just boots for Kassadin. And look at that damage. He just takes so much damage. It is quite incredible that Ziggs is able to push this hard against someone of this caliber. But of course, that's because he is a melee champion. And that's why I would have liked to see Evelyn, man. I mean, if you're going to pick a crappy champion early game anyway, then might as well pick Evelyn. So yeah, I don't know if Evelyn is a crappy champion in the early game. She's just not very played very often, and I think she's worse than she was well, a long time ago, but she's better than she was well before the remake, just before the remake. But yeah, they really screwed her up first, and then now finally repaired part of it. Jungler coming in, and is Nocturne going to be able? Yeah, he's going to be able to do something. So 1 to 4, 0 and 1 with 19 minions for Kassadin. And a very nice pickup there for the jungler. Cho'Gath actually making use of that the fact that Ziggs was low and was overextended like a boss on wheels. He was really overextending quite a lot, and a very nice hold on the lane there, and actually able to give virtually all of the minions to Kassadin, and Kassadin really not able to pick up the first 3 minions. Well, one of the last 4, and I think Cho'Gath should have stayed in a little bit longer just to pick up those minions as well as the experience for them. But hey, he wanted to go into the jungle, and that's fine too. But the jungle minions will stay there. The lane minions, of course, will go away. And the jungle minions will start gathering gold after they spawn. So that is awesome. But the laning minions, really, you need to pick them up the moment they get there, because otherwise they disappear forever. So Ziggs not as aggressive anymore. Oh, I wonder why. But he I can see the amount of minions. I thought 41 on the first guy, but I don't know who that was. I'm guessing that is the top laner or the bottom laner. And wow, killing spree there for Gangplank, and 35 on Ziggs, and wow, Ziggs just not even ahead. Oh, he is going to pick up a kill here though, and even though he started off really aggressively, he really didn't make it work for him in the minions, and it is 3-7 now. So quite a bit ahead for this enemy team. So Kassadin trading 1 for 1. That's a pretty good trade. Oh, he didn't get the kill though. No, he got the assist. Okay. But they did pick up the Sona, right? I didn't. Yeah, well, I think they did, but I'm not actually sure. So I wish there was someone who just had the game sounds on and not the music, as you can see in the top right or in the top part of the video. He is running all kinds of mainstream music, which makes it impossible for me to put the music on, or the game sounds, and I would really like to have the game sounds on, because games are so much better with game sounds on. It's also why I prefer not to cast streams but cast replays instead. And at this moment I can't. I'm going to try again tomorrow, of course, but I'm really behind on everything now. I still have to make the monthly challenge 2 video, still have to make the So You Want to Be a Caster from last week, from last Saturday. And it just sucks, because it has been like this since Friday. So that's 5 days now, and 5 days of not casting League of Legends. I hope people will still watch these high-level streams. I mean, I can't really help it otherwise. At least we still have this month's monthly challenge, because that's nothing to do with League of Legends. I'm really glad it doesn't. It would really suck if it did have something to do with that. And Cho'Gath taking the long route there, and wisely so, because he actually, didn't allow the Ziggs to flash out of that, and Ziggs just gets killed. Very nice rift walk from Kassadin, gets him out of there, and of course the kill still gets picked up, in this case by the top laner, who is severely behind. It is Ezreal who actually has 59 minions. So that was the one who was ahead, but he's not that far ahead anymore of Kassadin. Kassadin, who picked up another assist here, but still no kill. So that is oh wow, and another kill there on that what's his name? Yorick. So this time not for Gangplank, but still it is a big deal. And Kassadin going to try to get someone, but I think they're long gone. Yeah. So he uses quite a bit of mana there to get to where he needs to be. Finally, Ezreal gets picked off. I don't know if he no, he didn't get a killing spree or anything like that, but he had been really effective. Well, at least in the first part of the game, and you need to pick off those AD carries as soon as possible. And as often as possible, because AD carries are really the most important thing in this game for the late game and for solo queue. And yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, in solo queue, AD carries win you the game. AP carries sometimes, junglers more often than AP carries though. And yeah, that's because AP carries really are single target nukers most of the time. So they do damage to one guy, they take out one guy. It's like having Garen. You take out one guy and then after that you're pretty much useless. And is he going to... Oh wow! Sona actually stayed there. She is going to be picked off. The Flash plus Riftwalk, not enough to take him out though. Wow. That was really well played on Zig's part. I thought that the Riftwalk plus Flash would be enough to take him out of that range of everything, but Zig's actually understanding that he needed to not run straight towards his target, but just make sure that he couldn't Riftwalk out of it. So 8 to 11, they're only 3 kills behind now, and seeing how they started, that is surprising to say the least. We are currently 2 and 3, and yeah, that's okay, I guess. It's not great, but it is good enough to to carry on to the late game. I guess mid game. There's no real definition when the mid game is, but this is about mid game. We have no items completed except for boots level 2. And yeah, I guess mid game is from this moment, like when you have boots level 2 and maybe one half item, to the moment where you have 3-4 big items completed. So once he gets, like, I don't know what Kassadin gets, but assuming something like Death Cap and Rod of Ages and maybe I don't know what else. I guess he can go with Abyssal Scepter or something like that. So yeah, loads of damage going off on both teams, and oh, wow, Riftwalk coming in, but it's not going to catch anyone. It almost caught someone. And hello, Mr. Ezreal, what are you doing? Ezreal just completely taking out the Kassadin here. And yeah, he's still hunting after Kassadin. 5 low champions, only one guy is still pretty high, and I didn't really see who that was, but wow, he gets out at very low health, and that's the mobility of Kassadin. He went in very aggressively, and now it's 10 to 11. Yeah, he went in very aggressively and actually made it work, so good for him. It's pretty impressive. I guess yeah, the recommended items say Lich Bane, and that is actually yeah, an item I can see on him. But on the other hand, yeah, we don't see a lot of basic attacks from this guy because he's not ranged. So yeah, he does have spammable skills that are relatively cheap, but I don't think that you're going to run in very close to do that extra damage attack. So I don't see it being bought in this kind of a game. I can see why they would put it in the recommended items, because in the lower level games I think it's a pretty decent item. Especially if you combine it with the W. I believe it's the W. The extra damage and mana return on basic attack. Yeah, that's the W. He does have one level in that, I guess, for the mana return. I think that's mana return, right? Yeah, it probably is. Anyhow, yeah, losing one of the minions because he riftwalked on top of them and didn't actually kill them. And it is currently a 1-for-1 trade in bottom lane. 11 to 12 now. And he is going to get the hell out of there. It was actually in top lane. Okay. Oh, no. Never mind. That might have been the ultimate. That might have been the ultimate. In fact, it probably was the ultimate. Because Asriel died as well. No, Corki died as well, sorry. So it was probably the bottom lane. Oh, and Asriel died as well. Duh. Never mind. So yeah, 11 to 13 then, because of that kill from Gangplank, and we are currently at what, 83 minions, with Ziggs being at, come on, no, he just pulled up the score screen, so then know what the yeah, and I didn't see it then. Oh, 136. Wow, 90 versus 136. He is pretty far behind, so the early aggression didn't really pay off for Ziggs, unless I misread that number. But yeah, now he is completely ahead. Of course, Ziggs has excellent skills to harvest those minions, really rake in those minion kills. And Kassadin, yeah, not so much. He does have the Rift Walk. It does have the E, but you don't want to use that on the minions too often, because it is not all the time that you have that available. And are they going to catch up? Yeah, they're going to catch up. And they are going to land the kill. There you go. So Gangplank dying this time. So this time not coming out ahead in that. And it seems that Ziggs is making use of the opportunity to just do some damage to the turret, taking out half the turret, but going to get damaged a little bit. Of course, it is Ziggs. He is pretty tanky. Yeah, he built a Rod of Ages into Negatron Cloak, so probably is going for that whatchamacallit, the Abyssal Scepter. And that Abyssal Scepter is going to provide him with a lot of defensive stats as well as offensive stats. So good for him. And I think that Kassadin will go for a similar build. He's currently going for the high HP build, it seems. Going for Rod of Ages and Ryla's Crystal Scepter. Unless he's going straight off for the... Nah, he's probably not. Yeah, there we go. Abyssal Scepter then. But yeah, he can also have bought that for Void Staff straight off, but that doesn't seem like a good thing to do. I mean, at this point, people don't really have any magic resist, so Void Staff would be kind of useless. Getting more AP would be much better. And Death Cap would be, of course, the best here. But yeah, the Abyssal Scepter would also work. So Abyssal Scepter it is, it seems. Oh, once again, all of those back minions almost dying, and that is not good enough. So he's going to lose quite a few minions to that mistake, doing that multiple times. And yeah, that's not good. You need to know when you can actually last hit that, or well, single hit on the backline, and that is definitely not the case yet. So yeah, there we go. That's a better way to do it. Only lost 1 minion that wave. But yeah, getting that back lane with a Riftwalk plus an E, and yeah, that worked out because then you can actually get the entire wave. As I said, except for that 1 minion that wasn't in range. So turret goes down on top lane and bottom lane. And hello Sona. Did you really think we didn't know you were there? But yeah, she gets out because her team is coming in to support her. And now the team is going to die, but Sona is going to stay alive, at least for now. Unless she stays in, but she is going to run out apparently. Because we can't see her anymore. So yeah, supporting the support and then dying because of that. There is Sona. Oh, Asriel. Oh yeah, well, yeah, he still had his arcane shift up. Yeah, that Corki, that Valkyrie is... It does damage, but it's so useless that it does damage, because it does no damage. And I don't really understand those kind of skills. Why do they need to do damage? I mean, what's the reason it needs to do damage? Everything needs to do damage. It only adds to the complexity of the calculation, and yeah, the game already lags quite a lot, and they already have way too much to deal with. So why not just remove those kind of damage effects that don't do anything anyway? Or if you need to let them do damage, just let them do decent damage. Yeah, as you could see, Asriel was just standing in that and didn't even take damage, even though he wasn't hitting anything, so he wasn't life stealing it back or anything. So Dragon goes down. It goes to the red team, and both teams have that pink ward out. Yeah, the red team does take out the blue pink ward, but it's really not very useful to take that out because Dragon is already done. And come on! Yes, he gets a kill. We are currently 3-3, 3-3-7 in fact. Yeah, it's going to be close, but he decides to get the hell out of there, give the kill to someone else. And that is the really big difference in how to handle a situation between what we normally see in the Games from Viewers series and in the high ELO. In the high ELO, you see that even though he's a carry, he doesn't mind giving away that kill to someone else. So just grabbing the assist or even part of the assist gold. He is not greedy, and that may be why he's so good, because he reads the situation correctly. He reads the situation as in he sees that he's going to die if he stays in, or he might die if he stays in, and he's definitely not going to die if he runs out. So the kill, yeah, they still get the kill, but it's either a 1-for-1 or 1-for-0, and yeah, it's way better to have a 1-for-0, of course. And although there's a relatively small chance that he gets killed, it is still a chance, and he doesn't want to take that. It depends, of course, on what skills are still up. Wow, doing a lot of damage there. But he does get killed. No, he's still out. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, the Ocelote dies. Yeah, or Kassadin, I should say. Kassadin dies because he went back in. And shouldn't have gone back in, but did it anyway. Don't know why he didn't go for the raids. Could have just gone for the raids. Anyhow, Probably going for Death Cap next. It seems that he's going for come on, Deathfire Grasp. But normally when he does this, he goes for Death Cap. So we'll have to see how that works out, or what he actually decides to go. But normally if he does this, so if he selects the Deathfire Grasp and buys the Blasting Wand, he goes for the Death Caps afterwards. So yeah, we'll see. Deathfire Grasp would be a nice pickup for him, don't get me wrong, but he may actually want to hold on to that gold item for a little bit, because he was of course very far behind on the Ziggs farm wise. Not so much in the overall gold, because I really don't know. We will see that soon enough. So yeah, the Sona with her oracles should be a nice target. 21 to 18, 198 versus 150. So yeah, he's still 50 minions behind on Ziggs. I don't know how the kills for Ziggs are. Seeing that it's 21 to 18 and we have 3 kills, I'm guessing that Ziggs has a similar amount. Maybe a little bit more even. We'll have to see. So that would mean that Ziggs is very far ahead. That says 3, right? Because it's good for me. It could also be an 8. But yeah, the quality isn't the greatest. But hey, I work with what I got, and the streams just aren't super high quality. So a large team fight going off, but nobody really getting killed. Well, there goes one kill because of the ultimate from Cho'Gath. That of course is a very effective way of killing. And no, it's not going to work out. And finally they have someone. No, yes, there we go. Finally they had someone cornered, but the flash is good enough. And then of course they lose someone, so making it a 1-for-1 trade. And they're going to grab all of these minions behind the turret, dodging the bomb from Ziggs, and actually going to jump over. So we're going back. Come on, show me the amount of kills Ziggs has. No, he is going for the Deathfire Grasp this time. And oh come on, 4 kills on no, that's Ezreal. Ziggs is the second one. 3 kills, 3 and 4. So yeah, he's still behind on Ziggs by quite a margin, but it's only about 30 minions now, so a kill and a half, or 450 gold. That was risky, was outside of the bush, which means that if the enemy has a ward up there placed through the wall, I mean if they have one in the bush or in the grass, then yeah, that's not going to matter where you do it. But most of the time the ward will be placed through the wall, and just over the wall, I should say, and yeah, people just are able to steal your blue buff if you do it like this, because they can see when it's low. Although the only way Ziggs has to steal a blue buff would be the ultimate, and you can see that coming in from about half a year ago. So Cho'Gath doing a lot of damage there, and actually getting the kill on Ezreal straight off. And Ezreal is normally the one that's doing the best. So Who's this? Oh, it's once again Gangplank who gets killed. And yeah, now with 2 kills, they should be able to finish this up. 2 more kills. Or, no, that was just 1 kill. Never mind. The kill on... well, another kill for Kassadin. I forgot who it was. I did see it. Oh, it's Nocturne. Yeah, Nocturne. And another kill, this time on the mid laner. So, Ziggs also going down. And all in all, 28 to 19 now. We are currently far ahead of the enemies. And it seems that, yeah, we're doing excellently. So yeah, about 31 minutes in. We have 173 minions. Yeah, that's not a whole lot, but seeing how much he got harassed early game, that is still pretty impressive. I still think that I misread that first number, and yeah, that was a mistake. He wanted to jump over the wall there, and had to wait quite a long time because he just used his skill the second before. So yeah, for those of you interested, the Facebook from Ocelote is Ocelote. The Twitter account is, I believe that's Twitter, is at Ocelote World, and then we have his website oceloteworld.net. I'm mentioning that because he does have it in the bottom of his stream, but I normally place my webcam over that, so you can't see it anymore. So the enemy picks up the Baron here, but they may actually lose 2 kills. There goes 1, and the last kill is still available. Oh yeah, that was super risky, and he does not pull it off. Very nicely done on Ezreal's part, but man, that was super risky. They do go in and get the kill. Corki grabbing both of those last kills, and another 150 gold for him because they get the turret, and now he's going for that death cap. Might actually, no, they're not going to go into for the next turret. If they destroyed the next turret, he might have been able to afford the blasting wand, but because this turret is also going down. And yeah, now not so much, because he needs about 50 extra gold. Oh, sorry, 30 extra gold. He might actually wait for that, because that extra bit of AP can come in very useful. And nothing is happening for the moment anyway. So yeah, he is going to wait for that. I probably would have waited for that as well. There you go. And we're going in with the entire team, except for Corki, who's still in the base, probably waiting for something to buy. So grabbing this little bit of gold, well, it's not a little bit actually, it's a little over 75 gold, sorry, 65 gold. So in this case, 67. It's between 60 and something like 75. And he's going to grab this blue buff as well. Assuming that no, he doesn't take it. Derp, no problem. Well, he does have plenty of mana. It's just a cooldown reduction. I guess Corki can use the cooldown reduction as well. Assuming that he does spam his ultimate a lot, because the cooldown reduction actually helps him get the rockets more often, and therefore spam his ultimate more often. But yeah, you do need to spam a whole lot for that cooldown reduction to make any difference. So double buff Corki then. and that is going to hurt like hell. Yeah, double buff Corki, double buff anyone will hurt a lot, but Corki is one of those champions that can just stay in the back and just hammer on you, and then if you engage on him, he can just run away with the Valkyrie. You have Asriel as well, who can do that as well, but yeah, it's just that Corki is so freaking strong. And yeah, well, Kassadin can also be very strong, and he wants to demo that by destroying the Asriel. And still 3 guys alive, or rather here. I don't know where the 5th guy is. Did he also die? So Gangplank gets a kill, but then they pick up 2 kills back. And yeah, the enemy team picks up 1 kill. Gangplank is going to die here. No? Oh, Guardian Angel. Okay, did not see that. Oh, very nicely played there. The Gangplank actually grabbed a kill on, yeah, well, as you can see, Kassadin. But yeah, it's not going to matter. But it was nicely played, and Corki just completely annihilating that Ziggs, and they're going to grab the Nexus. So very well played, 37 to 23. Yeah, that was really no big deal. He just completely dominated that game with his team, and he ended up being, I didn't see it. Something and something. Not important. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.